Hello and welcome to Multiverse Tarot and your November 2017 Capricorn horoscope and tarot card reading. This is good for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. November begins with expansive Jupiter in your 11th house of friendships, teams, and originality, where it transited to last month on October 10th. Jupiter will remain in your 11th house until November of 2018. Jupiter is your spiritual planet, and it is bringing expansion to your religion or spiritual practice. You may not know this, but the 11th house also rules astronomy, science fiction, and all things futuristic. Some of you will see your interest pulled to science. Yes, science. Others of you will be drawn to new technology, possibly new software or a new app for your phone or a new gadget of some kind. And this could be happening in your work environment or your home environment. Look for this energy to grow throughout the year. Beautiful Venus begins November 2017 in your 10th house of career. Look for some key networking opportunities at this time. Make the most of this luck and let your practical Capricorn self shine. Venus is bringing you diplomacy. So after you have one of these networking encounters and you meet a high-level individual, this person is going to be very impressed by you. They will see you as a real asset, all right? Look, dear sea goat, others of you are going to have shifts in your career sector, a promotion, more workload, but in the best possible way. We all know you're a very hard worker already, Capricorn. For some of you, this could simply just be a change in your attitude at work, which is going to make work seem much more pleasurable now that your new attitude has arrived. And also, with some of you, because this is Venus here, you're going to be shifting from a more mundane job to where you're making money working with your creativity or your art in some way. November also opens with your Sun in your 11th house. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, and it's all about friendships, groups, and science. The Sun is the brightest celestial body, and at this time it is shining a light and bringing your attention to your friendships. Look for this to be a very social time for you. But the Sun is also shining a light on science and astronomy for some of you. So look for your attentions to be drawn there. November 2nd, Saturn squares Chiron. This is the third occurrence over the past couple years. December 28th, 2016, April 30th, 2017, and now November 2nd, 2017. Chiron is the planet of healing. Look for this transit to conclude at this time. This is most likely a wound, a deep wound that you have discovered. You weren't fully aware of it until last year. Saturn is in your 12th house. Some of you are exploring new spiritual rituals, disciplines, and rituals like yoga or martial arts, or maybe even tarot. Saturn is your ruling planet, and in the 12th house, for some of you, look for your career here to be connected to your higher self and to the metaphysical. This means your higher self could be assisting in paying the bills for once. November 4th is the full moon, and the full moon is happening in your 5th house of self-expression, romance, and creativity. The moon, the second brightest celestial body, is shining a light and showing you some areas of your life where there's dissatisfaction. There's a chance to make a change now, all right? You can make this change now that you actually see this flaw or this dissatisfaction that you're feeling. Go ahead and make these adjustments, and you're going to bring a lot more joy to your life. Joy and satisfaction. This will allow you to express yourself more clearly to those around you, at work and at home. Remember, Capricorn, you don't always have to be so productive, though, all right? Look at your dissatisfaction and go ahead and make those changes, and then it might be time to embrace a little bit of fun and play right now. Let yourself be more, open into your creativity in this 5th house, all right? November 6th, Mercury is joining Saturn in your 12th house. The 12th house is all about endings and completions and the finishing of cycles, but it's also about the metaphysical. For some of you, this is going to begin a very spiritual time. There is a message that you receive that pushes your beliefs a little further, okay? This is going to bring you a focus into the deeper things in life. On a more mundane level, for some of you, this is going to involve communication from a family member or a loved one who is either in the hospital or in jail, all right? It could be a friend. Most likely it's going to be a family member. And with Saturn hovering there too, there's a good chance that you may have already been exploring the spiritual path, if the spiritual path is what you're going for, all right? November 8th, Venus is joining the Sun and Jupiter in your 11th house. So much going on in that 11th house this month. It's all about friends, groups, and networking. These three celestial bodies together are creating a very terrific energy of harmony, peace, and expansion. Look for strong connections with like-minded people at this time. This is a time where deeper connections with your friends is going to bring you a lot of great joy. It's going to uplift your spirits. And if you have any squabbles or rifts or, fights, ongoing fights or, problems that you're having with a friend, this is a perfect time to try to patch that up because the energy is going to help you, all right? This is literally an alignment to bring renewment to friendships, to bring renewed friendships. So I would take advantage of this and go ahead and try to squash that squabble now. For others of you, your friends are going to be looking to you to help them solve a squabble that they're having with somebody else, all right? And this is only because you're so diplomatic these days, and they're going to need your help, and they're going to see you as the person to turn to help them solve this problem that they're having. November 11th, Saturn trines Uranus. This is the third time in 3 years that this has occurred. Just know that this energy that Saturn and Uranus are bringing you here could be that boost that you need to make that positive change that you want to make. Saturn is your ruling planet, and it's in the 12th house right now. Uranus is retrograde in your 4th house of home and family, and Uranus is also your financial planet. Some of you could have some unexpected expenses with your home this month, all right? Others of you are going to have a negative occurrence centered around your home or your family. A family feud, some vandalism to your home. It's going to be something pesky and not dangerous, so go ahead and keep your cool, please, all right? This retrograde with Uranus is going to end on January 2nd, 2008. Whatever the problem that comes up here, look for it to be solved by the second day of the new year. Saturn will be moving into your sign in December, so brace yourself for more changes as your ruling planet moves through the 12th, through the ascendant and into the 1st house. November 18th is the new moon, and it's happening in your 12th house. Whew, that 12th house is crowded, all right? This is going to bring some new energy to your spiritual side. Whatever you've been practicing already, this is a new energy that's going to be coming in and meeting that energy. The metaphysical exploration that you've been on is going to lead you to connecting with everything. You're going to feel how no man is an island and you're actually connected to everything. Look for the feelings of separation to fall away for a while. For some of you, this is going to be discovering a new spiritual teacher. Someone to guide you on the spiritual quest that you've already begun potentially. And for others of you, you are going to be doing and practicing a new spiritual skill or obtaining some kind of new spiritual skill. And others of you will see your spirituality impact your practical world. And the changes that result are going to be a lot more metaphysical than physical. New moons are always bringing new beginning energy, all right? With the Sun in Scorpio until the 21st, this is a good time to review your love and your sex life. Are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Whether you're single or you're coupled already, is there anything maybe you could do to make yourself feel more fulfilled or more happy? The Capricorn, just know that there's not a lot going on in your love sector at this time. Your interests are pulled in so many directions right now that might actually be a good thing. If you're already coupled, look for your relationship to stay status quo. But if you're single, don't expect too much in that department this month. November 22nd, the sun enters Sagittarius and moves into your 12th house. More metaphysical energy here. Some of you are going to have projects that will conclude at this time, and others of you are going to see that spiritual practice, that spiritual skill that you've been adopting, get more attention, more study time. You may even begin to write about it, blog about it, make some videos about it. Some of you are going to actually be reaching a level of, you've been practicing it, it's come in, it's become more important to you. Now you're going to step into a teacher role. So maybe if it's like, as an example, if it's martial arts that you've begun, where it's a physical and a spiritual practice sort of combined together, this is going to be where you begin to either practice and study it more, or maybe even some of you are going to begin to teach it. There's a whole nother level coming to whatever this spiritual practice is. And this is really good stuff. It's heart-connected stuff. It's work that's going to connect you to the other side and keep you connected and grounded. If you got that phone call from the hospital or prison and a family member, look for that problem to begin solving itself here on November 22nd. And also November 22nd, Neptune is moving forward and direct after being retrograde. So look for your immune system to be boosted a little bit with that retrograde ending. Okay, now let's pull some tarot cards. The first card is for your health and your energy for November 2017. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords. Your health and energy is really good. You're completing projects, beginning that new spiritual practice. There's a physical element to the practice, so there may be a yoga or martial arts or something physical that's tied along, sitting in one position and meditating, I don't know, walks or some sort of spiritual quest. But your health and your energy for November are looking really strong. Even though this is a female figure, this would apply to both men and women. Look for yourself to be understanding who you are and coming from your own personal place of power in regards to your health and energy for the month of November. Okay, so now we're going to pull a card for your career and money. You have a couple planets transiting into your 10th house and moving around your 10th house. Okay, so career and money, there are a lot of choices for you right now. Which way you want to actually go. This is the Seven of Cups. Some choices are a lot better than other choices. Some choices are a little false. They're not going to live up to what you want them to be. But you have potential to make money from multiple sources at this time. And that is probably going to be happening. Where if you're not making it from multiple sources, then look to be switching your job or moving up in your job in some way. Alright, now we're going to pull a card for your family, love, and social. Okay, so we've got the Six of Cups here. And this is, family, love, and social is going to be very strong this month. You're going to be interacting with a lot of friends. And you're going to have a pretty good, busy social life with Thanksgiving coming. That could be part of it. You're going to be accepting the invitation from a friend. You're going to have some opportunities to be meeting some new people in networking arenas. So your family and your love and your social is pretty good. This energy is not coming from the love. This isn't the lovers. These two figures do not look like lovers. They look like friends, children. Okay, so now we're going to pull a card for mind and spirit. Okay. Ooh, we got the Ace of Cups. Your mind and your spirit are very strong this month. That spiritual practice that you're taking on is going to really fill you up and make you strong. It's also part of the energy of what's making you very strong in your health this month as well. Okay. If you're going to be delving into science and that part of your mind, it's going to be very good. You're going to be seeking new knowledge and learning new things. if this is pertaining to yours, more to the spirit and the spiritual practice, there's a lot of energy going into your spiritual practice this month. That sounds like really great fun. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you'd like to comment and tell me about anything, and tell me about your aunt who called you from jail, I would love to hear about it. Go ahead, you likes, shares, come over and subscribe to the channel so you can get your video every month. I'm going to leave the whole playlist here if you'd like to watch a video that pertains to your rising sign or your moon sign, or you'd like to share the Aries video over to your girlfriend and see what she thinks because you like this video. I really appreciate that so much. It's been such a pleasure, Capricorn, and I'll see you next month for your birthday month, and we'll have a whole new reading for December. Thanks for joining me.
Alles Gute für